Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn a beautiful poem on nature, that is On the Grasshopper and Cricket, written by John Keats from Honeydew Class 8 English. I think the title of the poem reminds you of the poem The Ant and the Cricket, isn't it? But no, The Ant and the Cricket is a fable, or it's a story with a moral having ant and cricket as characters. But the poem which we are going to read is a fine piece of sonnet of 14 lines written by John Keats. He wrote this poem in December 1816. He was inspired by the beauty of nature. Generally, poets find beauty in spring and good weather, but John Keats is different from them. He finds nature beautiful in all seasons, that is, summer, winter, spring, and autumn. So, here in this poem, the grasshopper is a symbol of hot summer and the cricket is a symbol of cold winter. The poet John Keats expresses his feelings through this poem. He feels that the earth is always singing. During the summer season, the grasshopper sings songs. The cricket sings in winter season. Now you heard the sound of the two insects, grasshopper and cricket, who take up the responsibility of carrying on with nature's everlasting music irrespective of the extreme climates. The poetry of earth keeps on going in summer and winter in a never ending song. So, before I read and explain the poem in detail, let us know about the poet, John Keats. John Keats was a very famous classical poet. He was born on 31st October in 1795 on the northern outskirts of London. He had become one of the famous poets of England. He died when he was 25 years old. Most of his works were published 4 years before his death. He published 54 poems and a few magazines. His famous poems are I Stood Tiptoe Upon a Little Hill, Sleep and Poetry. His famous sonnet is On First Looking into Chapman's Homer. His famous works also include Ode to Autumn and Ode to Nightingale. Now let us read the poem. On the Grasshopper and Cricket. The poetry of earth is never dead. When all the birds are faint with the hot sun and hide in cooling trees, a voice will run from hedge to hedge about the new mown mead. That is the grasshopper's, he takes the lead. In summer luxury he has never done with his delights, for when tired out with fun, he rests at ease beneath some pleasant weed. The poetry of earth is ceasing never. On a lone winter evening, when the frost has wrought the silence, from the stone there shrills the cricket song, in warmth increasing ever, and seems to one in drowsiness half lost, the grasshoppers among some grassy hills, written by John Keats. Now let us see the first stanza in detail. The poetry of earth is never dead when all the birds are faint with the hot sun. Faint means unconscious. So here the poet expresses the beauty of nature. He says that the earth is always full of poetry. The music or the poetry of earth is alive. And on a hot summer day, all the birds are faint. They are tired. They are tired of the scorching heat of the sun. That is hot summer season. And when all the birds are tired, we'll see what happens. And hide in cooling trees, a voice will run. So, and hide in cooling trees. So, who hide in the cooling trees? Yes, it's the birds who are very tired. They hide in the cooling trees. So they are tired of singing, and because of the hot summer season, they get exhausted, they get tired, and they go to the cooling trees. And a voice will run from hedge to hedge. Hedge means fence of plants. So when all these birds stop singing, we can hear, or people can hear, or the earth's music continues. So a voice is run from hedge to edge, from one fence to the other fence. A voice is being heard about the new mown mead. So new mown mead means, new mown is the freshly cut, okay, freshly cut grass. Mead means meadow. So from that place, from the new mown meadow, there we can hear a song, that is grasshoppers. So whose song is heard? The grasshopper's song is heard. So when all the birds take shelter under the cool trees and are silent due to the heat, due to the summer season, the poet says that the poetry of the music, the poetry of music of the earth goes on. So a voice is being heard. So whose voice it is? Yes, it is the voice of the grasshopper. So that voice is heard, and poetry of earth is never ending one. So it never stops. And a voice runs from hedge to hedge, and that voice is the voice of the grasshopper. This grasshopper's voice is heard, and it flies from hedge to hedge about a new mown meadow. In summer luxury means in enjoying the pleasures of summer, he has never done. Here he refers to the grasshopper. With his delights, delights is pleasure. For when tired out with fun, he rests at ease beneath some wild weed. Weed is wild plants. So during the summer season, the grasshopper enjoys singing songs. It enjoys the pleasure of singing during the summer season. He has never done means this grasshopper never completes its song. So it enjoys, or it loves to sing in the summer season with his delights, with lot of pleasure, with lot of happiness. This grasshopper continuously it sings till it gets tired. So with lot of fun, with lot of happiness, this grasshopper sings till it is tired. So after it gets tired of singing, then this grasshopper he takes rest beneath some wild plants. So now to summarize the whole stanza, here the poet expresses the beauty of nature. He says that the earth is full of poetry. The poetry of earth is always alive. On a hot summer day, all the birds are faint and tired of scorching heat, that is during summer season. They take shelter under the cool trees and are silent due to the heat. So they stop singing due to the scorching heat in summer season. So when they stop singing, just then it is the grasshopper who takes the lead to keep the song going. As he takes the lead, the song of nature, or the song of this grasshopper, is heard from one hedge to another among the new mown mead, and the grasshopper spreads joy to every corner of earth. And during this particular summer season, this grasshopper, it enjoys the pleasure of singing. And this grasshopper is fun loving and very cheerful in nature, and it loves and enjoys to sing songs in summer season. It takes up the pleasure and it sings till it gets tired out. With lot of fun it sings till it is tired. And you can see, after it gets tired, we can see the grasshopper taking rest and beneath some pleasant weeds. Right? Now we'll move on to the next stanza. The poetry of earth is ceasing never. Ceasing means ending. On a lone means lonely, winter evening when the frost is ice, has wrought a silence. Wrought here refers to brought. From the stone there shrills means make a loud, unpleasant sound. The cricket's song in warmth increases ever. So from the stones, from there we can hear the unpleasant sound. A loud, unpleasant song is heard. The cricket song in warmth increasing over. So that unpleasant song, it increases the warmth in people. and seems to one in drowsiness half lost. So drowsiness is a state of being drowsy. Half lost is half asleep. So here one refers to people. So to people who are in drowsiness, who are in a state of being drowsy and who are half asleep, for them, what does that sound seem to them? What do they expect, or what do they hear? Whatever the song which they hear, what do they think of it? It is the grasshoppers among some grassy hills. So they think that it is the song of the grasshopper which they are hearing from the grassy hills. Right. So now to summarize this particular stanza, here the poet says that the poetry of earth never ends. On a lonely, silent, frosty winter evening, the birds they stop singing. Now the earth expresses its pleasure through different beings. Suddenly, the silence that is broken by the cricket, and the cricket begins to sing. So, this cricket spreads the warmth of joy everywhere. The song of the cricket comes from the stone. The people who are half asleep, they feel that it is the grasshopper song which is coming from the grassy hills. So, I hope you all have understood the poem, children. Now we'll see the theme and what does this poem teaches us, and what message does it give us, right? So now coming to the theme of the poem is the nature is always happy, and it is always singing through the medium like grasshopper, cricket, birds. So when one stops, the other continues. So it is everlasting and everlasting poetry, right? And here you can see since the grasshopper stops singing in summer season, it is the cricket who sings in the cold winter season. So nature's happiness is heard by the song of birds and insects, and the song of happiness or the poetry of earth, it is depicted in this poem by the song of grasshopper in summer season and cricket in the winter season. Now coming to the message, so what does this poem what message do we get from this poem? So here the grasshopper and the cricket, from them we come to know that nature is beautiful all the time, and the poetry or the music of earth is everlasting. It is these two creatures, they symbolize, saying that the poetry is everlasting, right? Now from this poem, what does we learn? So we learn from this poem to be very pleasant and joyful in our life. We come across so many difficult situations in our life, isn't it? So whatever it may be, we should continue, or we should keep going with an attitude of being very pleasant and being very joyous. So with this feeling in mind, anyone can overcome the difficulties in life. So always get connected with nature, which keeps you in a joyous mood. Thank you, children.